Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to demonstrate reverse prompting. So let's say that at work, you're brought to create presentations about personal growth. Let's say you're in the HR department and you're always asked and tasked to create demonstrations or presentations to teach certain HR skills. And you always want ChatGPT's help to create these presentations, but you would like there to be a prompt that you can just use and customize, add certain fields to it or customize certain fields to it, and then just have the output. So in order to achieve this, you have to first of all get the initial result. Then you ask ChatGPT to give you a reverse prompt of every single step that it made so that you can close the chat or delete it, but you can always replicate the same results in that chat. This strategy works for me a lot. And it will work for you, especially if the chat goes a long time or you've been on the same chat for a long time. There will come a time when ChatGPT is going to tell you that this chat is saturated and that you'll have to move on to a new chat. In that case, if you didn't have a backup prompt, then you would have to do all the steps all over again. And it doesn't matter if you archive the chat, you'll always not be able to use it since it's saturated. All right, so let's go ahead and explore what this is. So I'm going to go and write a prompt. So in this case, I'm saying I'm an HR manager, and once a week, I am tasked to create presentations for the company to teach about the value of teamwork and effort, and would like your help to create presentations. Are you ready? So in this case, to break it down, let's just say you're an HR department, and you've been asked by the direction of the company to once in a while, once every week, create a presentation to teach the company about the value of working as a team, okay? And so this is what we call the priming prompt or the primary prompt. I still haven't provided any detail. I'm going to click enter, but I still haven't provided any detail as to what I want the presentation to be about. But I just want to initially program ChatGPT to know what I'm going for. And this is the chain of thought prompting and the process of taking the time and taking it step by step and breaking down prompts and steps. I could have just as well told it to create a presentation in the first prompt, but I take it step by step because that's the best way to go. So now the second prompt is the presentation this time is about inclusive leadership. Write a slide or write slide copy for the presentation. In other words, I'm asking ChatGPT to write slide copy. By the way, mind you, I wasn't specific, so I didn't say how many slides there is. I didn't go into the details of what should be included in each slide. And I could, and you could too. So let's say, for example, you want every slide to only have a headline, short bullets, and a description of an image for that particular slide. And let's say you want the presentation to be 11 or 10 slides. So I'm going to say the presentation. All right, so here's the follow-up and the final prompt, which is the presentation is 10 slides. So now I'm limiting it to 10 slides. Then I'm saying each slide has a short headline, so it's not like it was. And then short bullets, maximum 3 bullets in order not to overcrowd the slide. And a background image for each slide, and I'm saying that each time shortly describe the background image for each slide. Now if I hit enter, it's going to proceed on to change the presentation copy according to my specific details. And now you see we have a headline, bullet points, a background image description, and so on and so forth. And you can even go as far as asking it to generate voiceover for each slide, which means you can even generate what to say during each slide of the presentation, and you can put them as notes if you're using Microsoft PowerPoint or if you're using Canva, for example, or any other presentation method for that matter. And you can see that right now we have the voiceover. So for example, for slide 1, it is suggesting to say, welcome to today's session on inclusive leadership. We'll explore how fostering diversity and inclusion in leadership not only empowers teams, but also drives business success. And at that point, which is going to pause this video because I believe that right now you kind of get the point. But before we pause, we still haven't done the most important thing of all, which is to reverse engineer all of this into a prompt. So Let me go and write it. So in this case, I'm saying reverse engineer the result into a prompt that I can use later. And basically, I want to use this prompt to create slide copy the same way we did here. And I said make sure to add custom fields so that I can fill them and put the prompt for me in a Word doc, and give me the link to download it. If I hit enter now, what it understands is, okay, so now you want to replicate the same results. I'm going to create a prompt for you that you can download, and then you can just tweak that prompt by adding your data. So if I click to download, it's going to eventually proceed on to download. Now, let's go ahead over here and let's just click on the prompt. And so this is the prompt, but it's still not at its best. So I'm going to go back and refine it. I'm going to say I should only provide the topic, number of slides, and that's it. And I'm saying refine the prompt so that I can go ahead and refine a prompt into something more acceptable. And so let's open this one up and see. And as you can see right now, this is the new prompt. And you can actually use this one to achieve the same results. And so that's pretty much it for this video, and I wish to see you in the next lecture.